Event number 1 lasts 20 minutes. It's composed of two 10-minute watts. For one number 1, A and B will be doing handstand push-ups, toes to bars, and overhead squats. They're going to be following that rep scheme: 3, 5, 7 for A and 3, 5, 7 for B. Reps keep increasing by 2 after every full round. At the 10-minute mark, the two other team members, C and D, are going to come into play. They're going to be doing unbroken double unders, wall ball shots, and deadlift. They're going to be following that rep scheme: 20, 10, 5 for C, and 20, 10, 5 for D. After every full round, the rep increased by 5 for the unbroken double unders, 2 for the wall balls, and 1 for the deadlift. At the call of 3, 2, 1, go, athlete A will start with 3 handstand push-ups, followed by 5 toes to bars, and then 7 overhead squats. The required weight for the overhead squats is 35 kilos for the females and 50 kilos for the males. Once athlete A has finished a full round of the 3 exercises, athlete B takes over to do the same rep scheme. Rep schemes increase every 2 full rounds. A and B will keep switching until the 10-minute mark. It's now time for C and D to come into play for one number 2. The 4 athletes can work together to change the weights. Be aware that the time keeps running. Athlete C will start with 20 unbroken double unders, 10 wall ball shots, and 5 deadlifts. And as per the one number 1, athlete will perform 1 full round before they can switch. The rep schemes will increase every 2 full rounds. Event 1 stops at the 20-minute mark. The final score is the total of reps from the WOD number 1 and the WOD number 2. Handstand push-up. The movement begins at the top of the handstand with the arms fully locked out and the heels on the wall. The hands must be placed clearly within the marked area. The marked area will be approximately 86 cm wide by 61 cm deep. The palm of the hand must remain completely within the tape area. Fingers may extend over the tape. At the bottom of each rep, the head touches the ground. At the top of each rep, the arms return to fully locked out with only the heels on the wall. The heels must remain within the width of the marked area throughout the entire rep. Keeping is allowed as long as the other requirements are met. Toes to bar. In the toes to bar, the athlete must go from a full hang to having the toes touch the pull-up bar. Both feet must be in contact with the bar at the same time inside the hands. The arms and the hips must be fully extended at the bottom and the feet must be brought back behind the bar and behind the body. Overhead squat. This is a standard overhead squat. The barbell must be kept overhead. At the bottom, the crease of the hips must pass below the height of the kneecap. At the top, the knees and hips must be completely open with the barbell over the heels. The judges will be particularly strict about ensuring that the hip becomes fully open at the top. No leaning forward. Double under. These are standard double unders with the rope passing twice around the body in a forward motion with each jump. Swinging the rope backward is not permitted. For the rep to count, the rope must clear the feet twice. Attempts where the rope catches before clearing twice do not count. Athletes are permitted to use their own rope. Wall ball shot. In a wall ball shot, the med ball must be taken from the bottom of a squat, hip crease below the knee, and thrown to hit the target above the bottom of the marker. If the ball hits low or does not hit the target, it's a no rep. If the ball is not caught between reps, it must come to a full stop on the ground. Catching the ball bouncing off the floor is not permitted. The athlete must hold the med ball in front of the body. Resting on the head is not allowed. Deadlift. Starting on the floor, the bar is lifted until hips and knees reach full extension with the shoulders behind the bar. The arms must be straight throughout. Excessive bouncing to the extent of bent arms in the bottom position is not permitted. Dropping the bar is allowed. The hands must be outside the knees, and a sumo deadlift is not allowed.